welcome to my live. So earlier this morning I tried to go live and the live just got so messy. I had to quickly go offline. I even deleted the archive because it was just on another level of being messy. So I'm studying today. I'm writing on Monday. It's Saturday. It's the worst topic for me, like surgical sciences, especially the GIT part of it. It is too much content, too many medical terms, too many procedures that need to be memorized, and I'm just like, everything sounds the same. And so it's hard to remember which treatment procedure is for which condition because it's bird, it's bad, it's bird. So the reason why I'm going live today is because it's one of those days where, as a busy person, I don't have time to create like long form YouTube videos. Which is why for the past 6 months I was alternatively doing short form reels on Instagram, repurposing them on Facebook, some here on YouTube Shorts. And because some of those reels were a little bit longer than a minute, I couldn't upload them on YouTube Shorts, right? So that's why the bulk of them is on Instagram, because at least they allow reels to go on for 90 seconds, which is better. Because I don't like having to put together a video really fast paced, so I really like that about Instagram. And it's working out for me. It's working out because yesterday I received a very exciting email. I got my first brand event deal. If I can like put it that way. It's the first, well, actually the second time that a brand actually like approaches me, and I'm only on 4,000 followers there on Instagram, and it's a very big brand, a very big, I'm like, and it's a paid partnership, and I'm like, so much money, it's 4-figure, it's a 4-figure money, so, but still, for how small I am on that platform, I'm still in disbelief. So I thank God, because that has been my dream. The other brand deals that I've been doing there, they were not paid partnership. It was more like a PR trade exchange type of agreement where I do the reel, the post, the stories for the brand in exchange for the product that they're giving me, and maybe some vouchers here and there to shop at whichever shop that they are affiliated with. So it was not real money, but this one that I just got, guys, it's money. I can't wait for you guys. So to see that, it's still in the works. I don't know how exactly or when exactly it's going to go live, that campaign. They haven't shared that information with me yet. They just invited me to be part of the campaign, so they haven't told me the details yet. So I'm very happy about that. But it's not my first like paid brand deal, although it's the first that I have been approached. If you go on my Instagram, you'll see I did a Tommy Tipe campaign where I was basically promoting their nappy bin. So that was the first paid deal, but I applied for it, so I didn't get approached, you know. So yeah, it was also a four-figure amount, but not as much as this one that I just got in the bag now. So yeah, like there's money to be made there on Instagram, for real, for real, for real. And here on YouTube, um, I got monetized like 2021. Yeah, January there. And now it's 2024, September. So it's like 3.5 years later. And on YouTube, I've collectively made, I think, 4,000 Rand in total. Um, and that 4,000 Rand came in four different paychecks, you know, because YouTube pays you a minimum of $59, which is 1,000 Rand. Um, yeah, from Google AdSense. So, no, you can come in.
Okay, I'm leaving.
Okay.
Are you left?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. See you later.
Okay, see you later. Yeah, so as I was saying, yeah, so I've got those paychecks from YouTube. So they only pay out that amount, a minimum amount of $59. Ooh, not thousand. Ooh. But yeah, we receive, Lord. Yeah, so once you get the $59 from the ads that are playing on your YouTube videos, then they pay out. But if it's less than that, then it stays in the Google AdSense account until it is that amount or higher. So I've never really like made higher than $59 at a single paycheck, you know. And that's because I've obviously not been posting on YouTube for those 3.5 years. I think I would post like maybe once every 2 months, and then in the last year now I haven't posted any long form content for a year, 6 months. Literally, I've just been posting on YouTube Shorts, like here and there, like I said. Yeah, but yeah, that's besides the point. So yeah. Well, no, it is actually the point. Yeah, it's the point because um, this video is about how I am managing to start creating content again as a busy person. I'm a mom and a medical student, so that is why in the last year and 6 months I've not been able to do long form YouTube videos because I just don't have the time, you know, like I really don't have the time. Like 8 hours of the day I'm on campus. When it's 5 o'clock, I come home, I have to cook, I have to bath baby, I have to put him to sleep, and there's usually a little bit of studying to do also, or if not, by the end of all those other things that I'm doing, I'm just too tired, you know, to I don't know, plan content, I guess. And it's late in the evening, it's like 10 by then, so I can't really create content anyways. And then, but with shorts, like the reels, you know, those ones are day in the life vlogs that I do. So that one is much easier because I'm not sitting down like I am now. I don't need to like fix my makeup and, you know, get the lighting in the room right. And it literally takes me like 30 minutes to edit on my phone on the go. Like once I have taken snaps here and there of what I'm doing, you know, so that's why it's much easier to make those videos that side. But for YouTube, man, it just was not happening. I just didn't have time. So as a busy person, that's why I am. What's happening now? Network. Let me just check. Am I still online? Eh, okay, I think I am still live. Let me just confirm. Yeah, so that is why I've started doing lives instead of doing like proper long form videos, because a live is easy, like I'm just here, raw, uncut, there's no editing. I just click record and the video goes live, so as a busy person, I think that is what is going to work for me at the moment, so that I don't abandon this channel again, until such a time where I can actually make proper long form videos, because I really enjoy it. I really enjoy it, but the time, man, though, I don't know where to find the time to do it. So yeah, in case you're wondering why I've just started going live, it's to keep you guys engaged and to keep me inspired and motivated also to continue making these videos. Yeah, but anyway, it's 2 p.m. now. Oh my god. It's 2 p.m. and I still have so much studying to do. So I guess I'm going to need motivation to study. So I'm just gonna leave this live on while I study as well. So it's just an accountability thing. Because I know if like there's no one watching, I'm probably going to like take long breaks and not be productive. But if I know that okay, I'm on a live, I have to be disciplined. I have to sit down and actually study. So I'm not gonna be talking much because I can't talk and study. But that doesn't mean we can't chat. So you can drop a message, ask me anything in the chat, and as I'm studying, uh, I will try and answer just to keep this live, active. Yeah, so if you do pop in, just say hi, man, or just leave a scripture, a verse that is in your heart in the chat, spreading the word of God that way. So yeah. Um, I'm studying the GIT right now. It's a lot of reading that I have to do, yo. So I have to maximize this time that I have now, because Mukhale is sleeping. That's my son. He just went down for his nap now, so I know he's someone who sleeps like 2 hours. So I have 2 hours now to be productive. Oh, it's so cold. I have the heater on right now. It's spring, but yay, Cape Town weather is something else. I'm so cold. I'm just moving the heater towards me. It's warm my hand. It's freezing. I'm just checking if you guys can see me. I'm not really watching myself. Sorry. Let me put you back here. Oh dear. This table is too small. How can I do this properly? Okay. That looks better. I hope that looks better. Let's check it out. Okay, looks like it does look better. Please wash your hands before you touch the water. What? Yo, Junior, just stop. Oh my god, you're so funny. How do I do that? How do I wash my hands before I touch the water? Don't I need water to wash the hands? Anyway, thanks for the good laugh. Okay, one lecture done. So let me just quickly revise. So this is the colorectal surgery lecture. So basically we're currently doing interventions. So learning the management of all kinds of disorders and diseases. So right now, going through the GIT content, like I said at the beginning of the live. So it's a long lecture. So I've just highlighted the things that are important. I'm just going to revise them. Okay, so firstly, when dealing with colorectal cancer, you have to classify it first, and the purpose of that is to determine which route can it spread or metastasize or metastasize. Yo, I'm going to die next year when I go to clinic. Because there we have to what is this? We have to use like the proper medical terms when we are presenting our findings to the surgeons and doctors that will be like supervising us and allocating patients to us. But yeah, anyway, yeah, so the first thing we do is we stage the colorectal cancer. The purpose of staging is to determine how it spreads from the colon or rectum to other places, so it can spread directly to other vital structures that are in the abdomen. Normally the uterus, the duodenum, the abdominal wall muscles, the pelvic side wall, and pelvic organs. Second, it can spread via the lymphatic drainage system into the venous drainage pathways. So it spreads via the blood, basically. And then the third way it can spread is hematogenously. So the most common way is via the liver and via the lungs. And yeah, and then the most uncommon spread is transcolomically. Yeah, so that is if the cancer spreads through the peritoneal surface of the colon, to other places. Yeah. Okay, so now that we've staged the colorectal cancer, now how do we treat it? Okay, so starting with the colon itself, colon cancer, the primary treatment is a total colonoscopy to exclude polyps and tumors. So that's basically like putting a camera inside the colon type of situation, and then we stage it using a CT, chest or abdomen scan to exclude the liver and lung metastases. So that's colon cancer. And then rectal cancer. So it's the same with colon cancer, same type of management. So for both, you first start with the colonoscopy and you stage it using a CT chest and abdomen scan. And then the surgical management of both colon and rectum cancer is to do a colectomy. A segmental colectomy is the operation of choice. So that is the treatment. And then for rectum cancer, we first give neoadjuvant chemoradiotherapy prior to surgery. So neoadjuvant treatment involves a combination of chemo and radiotherapy. And then once you've given the chemo and the radiotherapy, then you do the surgery, which involves a sphincter preserving excision or a non-sphincter preserving operation. So that would include a resection. So resection is basically removing all the cancer like out of the system or the dead tissue, and then excision is like cutting the tumor out. So yeah, that is rectum cancer, colorectal cancer. So in summary, we said that we first need to stage it using a colonoscopy and a CT chest and abdomen scan, and then we do a colonotomy for the colon cancer, and then for the rectum cancer, we first give a neoadjuvant therapy, which is basically chemo and radiotherapy combined before doing the sphincter preserving or the non-sphincter preserving surgery, which involves resection or removal of the dead tissue, and excision, which is cutting it out or cutting the tumor or whatever out. So that's the summary of that. And then we have emergency presentation. Yeah. So how does it present in an emergency setting? While colorectal cancer remains large bowel obstruction. So what do we do in that case is a diverting colonostomy in the obstructed patient, because that is safer than a resection of the tumor. And then we can also use stenting as a useful bridge to surgery. Okay. Sure, this is a lot of information. Okay, so now we're done with the surgical management of colorectal cancer. There's now a palliative management of it. So this is usually in the case where the cancer is far spread, like we can't just resect it or just remove it because it's just everywhere. So surgery doesn't work, it doesn't reduce the cancer in that case. So what we do now or offer is palliative management, right? So basically just reducing the symptoms in the patient but not curing the cancer. So this treatment is for those who have a cancer so widespread that it's non-curable. So we just manage it now, and that's all we can do for those patients. So for colon cancer, chemotherapy right now is the only therapeutic option, and stenting remains a good palliative treatment. So stenting is like literally like we have stents that can be inserted to like open up the colon and like open up the cancer. So that's what that means. And then in the case of rectum cancer, we do palliative diverting colostomy because it provides good bowel decompression. Okay. Yeah, so that is colorectal cancer, and the last thing is anal cancer, which is something that is very rare in South Africa. It only occurs in 2 to 4% of all large bowel cancers. So as usual, with every cancer, you first have to stage it, so to determine how far widespread is it, or if it's just localized to just the original region that you found it first. In this case would be the anus. So to stage it, we do a FDG PET scan if it's a squamous cell carcinoma, and anal cancer is usually spread with a cephalid growth pattern. I don't know what that is, but yeah. So the treatment is surgical excision, but now that has been largely replaced by radiotherapy. Okay, yeah, so that is the summary of colorectal and anal cancer. We stage it first using CT, chest, and abdomen scan, because those are the two most common places where the cancer likes to spread to. It spreads to the liver, it spreads to the lungs, and to the rest of the abdomen. And then we do a colectomy or a non-sphincter and a sphincter preserving excision or resection of it in the case of rectal cancer. Then in the case of anal cancer, we also do surgical excision of it. Yeah, so it's not that bad. Okay, moving on to the next lecture. What is the next lecture? Let me save this one since I'm now done with my malignant colorectal pathology. Okay, but first let me take a bathroom break, then we can study what are we studying next? Incontinence, pelvic incontinence. So that is basically like if you just leak when you try to through the colon, so you just, the number 2 just comes out by itself without you like going on the toilet and so forth. So yeah. Okay, let me just take a bathroom break. I'll be back and make another coffee. why this thing is echoing like yo guys. But how can I put this to look nice? Okay, hopefully that looks nice now. I really hope it looks nice. I creating content is something else. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, let's start with pelvic floor dysfunction and incontinence. Okay, it's a much shorter lesson. So it's about fecal incontinence and the surgical options, rectal prolapse, mucosal prolapse, as well as chronic constipation. So fecal prolapse, no, fecal incontinence. Okay, so the treatment of fecal incontinence largely depends on severity of symptoms, etiology, structural integrity of the sphincter muscles. Okay, so management is always conservative rather than surgical. So that means that we usually advise patients to go on certain medications and make changes to their diets. That helps with the treatment, yeah. So basically, if you are someone who is fecal incontinent, it means you have a lot of loose stool or diarrhea type of thing. So we obviously have to give you like things that will bulk up your stool so that it's a little like condensed and not so. So there's something called Movicol and psyllium. So it improves the stool consistency. And then there's also loperamide, which is an anti-motility drug. So it like kind of like reduces the mobility of your muscles, right? So these they are started slowly to avoid initial constipation. Yeah, because I mean, if your bowels are not moving, then that's what that's constipation basically. Yeah, so we give you loperamide so that your bowels can stop moving a little bit, and then we also give you rectal washouts or enemas, you know, yeah. So those are the treatments, and then there's also pelvic floor physiotherapy, so behavioral therapy, Kegel exercises. You know, that's a very popular one because you know after pregnancy things just leak out by themselves. So even my gynae when I was pregnant said I should do Kegel exercises after giving birth because yeah, I did experience a bit of urinary incontinence, not fecal though. Yeah, and then you can also do electrical stimulation of the pelvic floor muscles, you know, so that they can be strong, and keep the stool in, you know, a bit more, so that it doesn't just leak. And then there's anal plugs also. That's a first. I don't know what that is, but apparently it's a disposable device that expands when it is soaked up and preventing leakage that way. Yeah, but unfortunately it is poorly tolerated, so it's not a good thing. It becomes uncomfortable. Like, I mean, I can imagine myself also having something in my rectum and then it keeps swelling. Oh no. that should be uncomfortable. Okay, so besides the dietary modifications and the loperamide and Movicol meds that improve the stool consistency, and the rectal washout, and the Kegel exercises, the physiotherapy, the anal plugs, there's surgical options also if those conservative treatments don't work. So the one that they do is sphincterectoplasty. So that is the repair of the anal sphincter, right? And they can also inject bulking agents. So I'm guessing bulking agents, they just bulk up the stool so that it's not so loose. And then the sacral nerve stimulation. It's expensive, but apparently it's very effective for the long-term management of fecal incontinence. And then there's a colostomy as well. So this one, it's not nice because the colostomy is like a bag, and then like all the fecal that comes out by itself just goes into the bag instead. So you no longer like need to go to the bathroom whenever you feel like doing number 2. You just it goes into the bag. So that must be really like psychologically like not nice for the patient. Yeah, so those are the 4 surgical options. It's a sphincterectoplasty, repair of the anal sphincter, injectables that are bulking agents, sacral nerve stimulations, and colostomies. So that is it for fecal incontinence. And then there's rectal prolapse and mucosal prolapse. Okay. So they say transabdominal procedure. The transabdominal procedure of choice is a ventral mesh rectopexy. So a pexy is basically using tissue that is in the body from another organ and using that tissue to pull back whatever is prolapsing out and like hang it inside in. If that makes sense. So like if it's like a sling, it's like I take it's like tying this. Maybe if I want this to be like hanging in the air, I'd create a sling to like tape it to the ceiling, and then it will just like hang like this, you know. So that's a pexy. So in this case, they can do it for the rectal prolapse, and it's called a ventral mesh rectopexy. It has good outcomes, and then the material they use, or the sling thing that they use, is a PVDF, a polyvinylidene fluoride. Okay, yeah. So that's the mainstay treatment of erectile prolapse. And then there's a mucosal prolapse. So the mucosa is one of the tissues of the body. Let's see what they say here. So if it's a rectocele, they do a transperitoneal perineal procedures to obliterate the hernia space. Oh, yeah, so much medical terms, I'm telling you. And then for erectile intersusception, they do a ventral mesh rectopexy again. Okay, and the last on the list is chronic constipation. Chronic constipation, that's a very common thing. So they say surgical options are very few. In severe cases, they can do a subtotal colectomy and an ileorectal anastomosis for certain patients. But I guess the mainstay of treatment should be medical. But if they have to do surgery, it would be subtotal colectomy, so removal of that section of the colon. Yeah, so that's how they manage fecal incontinence, rectal prolapse, and constipation. So fecal incontinence, mostly conservative. We give bulking agents, loperamide, Kegel exercises, physiotherapy, anal plugs, and then if we have to do surgery, it's sphincteroplasty, injecting bulking agents, sacral nerve stimulation, colotomy. Rectal prolapse is a rectopexy. Constipation is mostly medical, but they can do a colectomy as well. Yeah. So this is how I study when it's crunch time. Like literally, I'm just reading and reading to understand. I'm not memorizing. Like I can't. I'm reading to understand, and in my head, I'm trying to imagine all these procedures so that at least I can have a visual, like, memory of what it is that they are saying, so that in the exam, it's easy for me now to like remember if I can visualize it, even though I might not remember the name, but you know, I will be able to at least know what it is. Okay, so the last topic in GIT that I need to still do is pancreatitis, diseases of the pancreas, or inflammation of the pancreas. Yeah, this is long. Pancreatic diseases, 5 pages. I can't talk through this. I'll first have to read and then summarize at the end. Yeah, I hate it when they use abbreviations. What is IOC now? Hey, now I have to Google IOC in pancreatic management. Oh, it's intraoperative cholangiography. So I guess it's a diagnostic tool used to visualize the pancreas. Okay, so acute pancreatitis is an autodigestion of the pancreas and surrounding tissue, leading to intense local inflammation and a systematic inflammatory response that can be fatal. It requires a laparoscopic cholecystectomy and an intraoperative cholangiography before discharge. So that is a laparoscopic cholecystomy, which is a removal of the affected tissue, and then we use the IOC to do that. And then the mainstay of treatment is giving PPIs, which are used to suppress the gastric secretions or gastric acid. So like if you are someone who like has severe heartburn, then like they give you PPIs. And then you also support the patient by giving them a lot of fluids, pain medications, metoclopramide, which is a drug that helps you to not vomit a lot, and then yeah, antibiotics are not routinely given. I wonder why, because I mean pancreatitis is an infection of the pancreas, so why not give antibiotics? Okay, anyway, that's the acute. So we just do a laparoscopic cholecystectomy and an IOC, and we support the patient, giving them metoclopramide, fluids, analgesia, PPIs. Okay, and then for severe, you need to identify the cause of it first. Yeah, because in those patients, they usually present with severe dehydration. They don't respond to fluid resus. They have a significantly extended abdomen. They need ICU care. They have to be referred for ICU care because they're also breathing really fast. So yeah, it's a serious infection. This one they should give antibiotics. So yeah, they basically need ICU care to support the failing organs, or ventilation, dialysis if the kidneys are affected. Yeah, they should give antibiotics. Yeah, they do if there's infected necrosis or dead tissue that is infected. Yeah, so that's what infected necrosis means. It's dead tissue that is infected. And then they do a ERCP. I did write what ERCP means. Now I need to really check what it means. Yeah. ERCP. Medical term. It's a endoscopic retrograde cholangiopancreatography. So it's a diagnostic tool also, or like a camera that is used to visualize what is happening inside there in the pancreas. So ERCP, very important in obstruction, if there's biliary obstruction, in biliary pancreatitis. Yeah, so acute pancreatitis, we do IOC and cholecystectomy and support the patient, and then in severe, we give antibiotic if there's infected necrosis, support the organs through ICU care. So the summary of it is that they definitely need ICU care in severe. Okay, and then there's surgical options also available if there's complications. So the surgical treatment is to drain the pus in the infected necrosis, right? And then if the patient has a pseudocyst, I'm thinking it's excision. Yeah. External drainage. Yeah, they say internal drainage is preferred. Okay, so that was acute, severe, acute, mild. Now we are learning chronic pancreatitis, which is mainly medical. Yeah. So that involves dietary adaptations, supplementation with pancreatic enzymes, stopping alcohol, stopping smoking, pain meds, not the strong ones because patients have a tendency to be dependent on those. So yeah, pancreatic enzymes, dietary adaptations, yeah, and pain meds. So in the case of surgical management of the pain, they can do a free procedure, which means that they are resecting the pancreatic head and then putting a pancreatiogenostomy afterwards. Yay. Okay, so treatment of pancreatic tumors. So in summary, for pancreatic, chronic pancreatitis, it's mainly medical, as they said, just dietary adaptations, pancreatic enzymes that are given, and pain meds. Okay, the pancreatic tumors now, they can either be cystic or solid. Okay, let me just read first. Okay, so cystic tumors, it's basically a resection, like just cleaning it out. That's the mainstay of treatment. Okay, now the solid tumors. Okay, so tumors basically, if it's the pancreatic ductal adenocarcinomas, which is tumor of like the pancreatic cancer subtype. It's palliative if there's obstruction, palliative by stenting, and then they also give nutritional support and pancreatic enzyme replacement, also known as creon. And then resection if it is a pancreatic neuroendocrine tumor, which is a non-functional tumor. Okay, yeah, that is pancreatitis and pancreatic diseases. Okay. I think I am finally done with GIT. I can move on to the other surgical topics now. So it literally took me the whole week to go through GIT. And there's still neurology, there's neuroscience, vascular science, there's just a lot more. Like cardiovascular, cardiosurgery, neurosurgery, cardiosurgery. What were we learning in class yesterday? Now I'm forgetting the name of that other science, but it's got to do with the kidneys. That kind of surgery. So, yeah. Let me download them. I'm feeling so sleepy now. But hey, I will sleep when I'm rich. For now, sleep is for the rich. Sleep is for the rich. I'm just now thinking, what should my next YouTube video, what? Log in using your what? Okay. I'm struggling now to access the school's website. How am I going to study? Oh my god. Oh my god. I hope I did download some of these things. So, Gary, I didn't. I'm in trouble. Like the school's website is offline because they are updating it until 9 September. Now I need to ask people to send me the content because I didn't download it. Is this even legal? Okay, let me just sign in again. Maybe I just got kicked out of the system. This can't be legal. Yes, they signed me. Okay, now it works. It works, yo. Okay, so now I'm gonna go through some of the podcasts. This is breast cancer. What? I'm just trying to save it somewhere. Let me just save it on downloads for now. Yeah. Okay, this is a podcast, so I need to listen to it. Yeah, let me just do that. off for a moment there. I'm just gonna mute at this point because yeah, I'm listening to a podcast and I don't want to get like copyright striked for that, playing someone else's content. Oh, I was muted. I was saying I'm hungry now. I'm taking a study break. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna make a sandwich of eggs because that's really quick. So yeah, let's make some eggs and achar. I got achar. I'll show you guys just now. Just need to find a place to put this. I want to make the eggs. Let's see. I don't have a tripod, so I'm just trying to find a place where I can balance this phone now, so that you can see me while think you should be able to see me. Let me just check. Oh. Okay, you can't see my face, unfortunately. So let me try and move this backwards. Hi. Okay, I'm just checking the sound so I can know that you guys are able to hear me. Well. Okay, I think I'm gonna end this this live and start a new one because it's been 2 hours now. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna end this live and start a new one. Where do I end it? Ugh, man.